Merry Christmas Eve morning! Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Thank you for the follow, Ninja. Hi, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a good time. I don't know. I don't know what kind of day I have. I'm entirely unsure. Aaron, you're alive. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? How is your head? I am very much amused by what you did last night or yesterday. Unfortunately, I was planning on joining you like now because I thought that would be funny, but then again, I'm planning on coming back tonight, so it's probably not a good idea, is it? Hi, Luke. Good morning. Are you having a good day as well? How are we doing? It's so bright and it's so cold and it's storming. I am in danger if I go outside now. Oh yes, hi. How are you doing? Thank you for the hydrate. Yes, let's hydrate because there's grape juice in the future. Tomorrow, actually. So if you're celebrating Christmas, however way you are doing it, with family, or maybe you're just going to have a silent disco party on your own. If there's grape juice or any other adult drink included, make sure to hydrate now. you know, you can store up some water in your calves or something if you're old like me. My God, I'm gonna be so old next Sunday, or this Sunday actually. Hi, Nordic. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Do we already say Merry Christmas today? I'm not entirely sure. Yesterday at the store, I said Happy New Year a few times. People were very confused, but I'm not planning on seeing them anymore. So. But it's a small town, so people are just people are cray cray over here. Snowstorm, no Ninja. I wish that would be great. That would mean a white Christmas, and I would really do a lot. Not everything, but I would do a lot for an actual white Christmas. You have snow, Erin. No, don't tell me today or like the coming days. If you have snow where you are, don't tell me. You're making me sad. I have literal sunshine. There's no cloud in the sky. It's it's like spring in every sense of the way because there's I found this tree that isn't supposed to flower until spring, and it has like flowers in December. What what is happening? Can you hear my music, by the way? If so, tell me if it's annoying, because then I'll turn it down. But I think I'm gonna have some music tonight. Or tonight, I say tonight, but listen, 4 p.m. for me is like 10 p.m. for most people, right? I'm grandma. So at 4 p.m., I'm doing a little Christmas Eve, yes, Christmas Eve stream, just a little tiny little stream to just check in on you and not try to contain the chaos. It's just gonna be chaos. I didn't get grape juice though, and I thought I can go get it because I wanted to get Bailey's. I wanted to get Bailey's for in my coffee. That's nice, or in my hot cocoa. Even better. Don't do it. It'll ruin your life. But I forgot. I forgot. Remember that I had to go out for shampoo? Guess what I forgot? Shampoo. I forgot. I swear. And I told you in the morning. You know what happens when you go to the store for a very specific thing? You get home and you don't have that thing. I did it with shampoo. I did. I have no. I don't know. No music? Okay. Well, that means that I can enjoy some music. It's not really worth mentioning, but it's snow. I don't know. I'm live streaming. The words can be used against me if I say weird things. But even just a dusting of snow would be great because the falling of the snow alone would just add to this. Why sun? Why today? I don't like it. I don't like sun any day, but especially not today. I love all your little emotes, Nordic. Merry Christmas and a good slide into the new year. Oh, I'm going to try my best to remember that. Good slide into the new year. I'm going to try to figure out how I can translate that into something that makes even less sense. in Dutch? If you're Dutch, help me out because I think we can do something here. I missed something. I live in Sweden and we celebrate Christmas today, so I say it now. Oh, Nordic! I normally watch uh, um, the Swedish news because I know a little bit of Swedish. Um, uh, but I stopped Duolingo. But I already listen to the news in the morning because Duolingo is Duolingo, right? You have to supplement yourself. But I don't like it these days because you also get the snow, the snow weather report, and it makes me so sad. I hope someday to move to the north of Sweden so I can have snow for half a year and you know sleep during the summer because I refuse. I refuse. There's so much snow in Sweden. There's so much snow. Dopey, hi. Thank you so much for that for your prime. Yes, give me that Bezos money. Hi there. How are you doing? How have you been? And thank you for the follow, Trace. Hope you're having a good day as well. Wallace, I would what? What do you mean? Hi, Wallace. Well, say you know how you sometimes say things like, "Oh, I would kill for that. I would die for that." Yeah, that's great, but the internet is forever, so I have to be careful with what I say because I don't. The world is insane. All right, the world is insane, and I just found out while I was putting on my war makeup, war paint, war makeup, that apparently neuroscience has finally caught up with the idea that magic mushrooms. What is that word? The scientific word of the working component. That you can treat trauma and stuff with it, but also they have now found out how to literally change your neural network. Psilocybin. That's it, Wallace. My brain wants to say psycho, but that's it. It looks like that. Close enough. Thank you. Yeah, I've known this for years. In my early 20s, I did some, research into my consciousness, and I experimented a little bit. And I knew from the first moment that I used it, that, wow, this could fix my CPTSD. The problem is that now they have figured it out. They can use this to literally, actually, physically brainwash people. So, and I'm not even talking about end of year bills because it's the most wonderful time of year. That means taxes and end of year bills for like water and electricity and stuff. It's great. It's great opening your mailbox. So what kind of day am I having? I really don't know. So I'm glad I'm here. Thank you for being here, for keeping me company while I try not to lose my mind. My curiosity, I swear, it's my curiosity. I saw an interesting title and I thought I would like to know this, and I really, it's Black Mirror. It's Black Mirror. We'll spend Christmas down in the mountains. I wish. I wish, Erin. Oh God, that would be great. I forgot my little gloves. I'll go get them in a little bit. We had snow for like a day and then never again, never. Ninja, what do you mean? Never? That's a big word. Frohe Weihnachten und einen guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr. Jahr. How was that? You have no snow. What do you mean? I live in the south? Oh, you live in the south. I'm still jealous because I'm pretty sure that your temperatures are generally lower than they are here. I hate summer. I hate summer. I don't like it. I'm not friends with the sun, and in recent years we have accepted this connection with each other. But also, the sun still shows up every summer. So I've I've realized that I'm gonna be the one that has to move away. You're excited for the new year? Me too, Toby. What are you gonna do? You have plans? I'm actually working on them, my plans today, a little bit more. Oh, and I have to figure out tomorrow because I'm gonna, see tomorrow, family tomorrow, but Dad was gonna come pick me up. Except I realized that would mean that I have to walk for at least 20 minutes when I get back home in the evening because I'm gonna go home with public transport. So everyone can just drink. I don't want to be brought home. But then my bike won't be at the bus station, so I have to think about how I want to do things tomorrow. Hi Trace, how are you doing today? Psilocybin. Yeah, I think that's it, Wallace. Right, Trace? You're talking about the neuroscience, right? Well, the magic mushroom thing. You know what? Shamans and witches and pagans have known this forever. And anyone who's tried magic mushrooms in a safe environment, right? So don't just do that. But if you've done research, if you have people around you who have experience, and someone who is sober, very important, a sober person who can intervene if you do lose your freaking mind. Not everyone should do it. If you're susceptible for certain mental illnesses, don't do it. Just talk to your doctor first. They have to keep it secret anyway. Will tell you that it will instantly connect you to the entire world. And guess what this doctor told me? You know what magic mushrooms do? They kind of evaporate your ego. No shit. No shit. You're kidding. Adult candy makes you forget about your ego and all you see is love. Wow, all right. But yeah, it's scary because it feels like to me that the focus was on being able to influence people while under the influence of something like mushrooms. So I thought you should know as well that that is happening. If you've watched Black Mirror, there's this episode with the military. It's the last one I watched. Actually, I couldn't because I thought this is real. This is not science fiction. This is already happening. It's happening. It's happening, people. So what are we gonna do next year? No plans. Exactly. No plans. Just be happy, right? And slap your kitty. Look who's showing up. What a wonderful time to pay the bills. I know, Trace. How's your pronunciation was quite decent. Was it? Okay, thank you. I used to be sort of good at German, but not anymore. So yeah, that's the all good things happening, man. I mean, I'm paying bills, learning about my brain. You go there, so I can give you slaps. Yeah, the bill thing is absolutely wild as well. So you water bill, right? You get the end of year bill. You pay upfront sort of every month, and then at the end of the year, they decide whether you used more or less water compared to what you paid, and then you have to pay or not. So the reason I have to pay is not because I used more water, because I actually used 50%. No, I'm gonna say this. So my total water bill, 50% of it is what I actually used, and the other 50% is taxes. My taxes are higher than the actual water that I used. And then they had the audacity, so I have to pay more, right? Not that much, only like $10, except that I can get it back because I don't make enough money. So I don't have to pay the taxes, actually. But, they like to shuffle around money in this country, I guess. So I have to pay it first. And then I can get it back in April or something, probably. But the water company decided that, oh, okay, so you paid this much. I think I paid $25, no, $20 a month, right? But because my water usage was actually way less than what I paid, they decided on their own to lower my monthly payment, even though I have to pay extra this year. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So they lowered it, which would mean if I didn't pay attention, right, that I would have to pay if I had the same water usage, assuming that the taxes will be the same, that would mean that I would have to pay probably 4 or 5 times more than I have to pay extra this year. What are they doing? What is happening? Is everyone going mad? If that is the case, can we just stop using money? It's really ridiculous. The money game is old. We know who has won. It's the billionaires, right? The less than 1%. They've won. It's over. The money game is won. We have lost. We normal peasants, sad little peasants, we've lost. It's game over. We're never gonna win for the billionaires. So we should just stop. We should stop playing the money game, right? They still want you to pay for the year you used it. Afterwards, it'll be cheaper for you. No, no, Wallace. No, 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 no. Because they want me to. So I pay 20 now. They want me to pay 14 a month next year, which would bring my total that I pay them to a lower amount that I paid now. But I will have to pay extra because I already have to pay extra this year. But they say that I paid too much. How am I supposed to pay extra if they say that I paid too much? Does it make sense? I don't think it makes sense. I stared at it for like 40 minutes this morning because I thought, wait, I paid too much in my monthly payments. That's why you're lowering my monthly payments for next year. But I have to pay extra this year. So if I have to pay extra this year, but you say that I paid too much, if you lower my payments next year, I have to pay even more at the end of the year. What do you want me to do? Not have Christmas at all? I already don't make a living wage, all right? What the fuck? No, Loop, I have found the solution. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. We're playing this stupid money game, all right? And the money keeps trickling up, right? There's a few things in life that are certain. Death, taxes. I hate this. End of year taxes especially. Money exists. And AI is going to topple the world, right? Especially the last two. I tell you, when my bills come in, my mind starts to rage. I have the solution. It's really simple. Basic universal income. Done. It will solve the AI problem. It will solve hunger. And, the billionaires can keep playing their game. But when we don't have to starve anymore. It's really simple. Came up with it last night. I was doing my bills last week and it really sucks. They increased my taxes to 40%, ninja! See? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to ourselves if we just stop it? If everyone stops it, what are they gonna do? Oh no, are you on the verge of like scales? Because in the Netherlands as well, I don't know where you're from, but in the Netherlands, if you go from the lowest scale one up, probably all of them, in that gray area in between, you're better off being poor. You're better off being poor. Because otherwise they'll do this. They'll make you pay 40%. It's supposed to be. Can't we do this in January? Why are we doing this in December? Why? Don't do this. Do this in April or something when the tax year actually starts, right? Isn't that when the tax year or something starts? I don't know. I don't know enough. I just do what I'm told, and then I cry. Hi Adam, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. What about Toulouse? Only Winston? Oh, Toulouse. Tusha. Are you okay? Why are you puffing up? Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Just walk in a store, put everything in your bag, and just walk out. Not doing this money thing anymore. No, that's not what I mean exactly. Just, behave. Wow! That was held back, Adam. That was, okay. I guess Autobot thinks that your other animals was mean or something. No, I don't mean steal, which is not possible if we stop pretending that we can have ownership over the world. We don't. We have other animals living here, and they would like to, see another year as well. Um, yeah, no, I started this myself. It's so complicated. I know. I understand. It's very complicated. We've been brainwashed into believing that money has value. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And if it does, just think about what value your life has for these billionaires. All right, what you are worth. Barely a living wage. Well, they just keep accumulating money, 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 and we're just suffering. For what? For what? For the money game, we learn as children to share and play together. Don't be mean. Share your toys. Take care of each other. And if you don't have anything nice to say, just shut the frick up. Me neither, Riku. How are you doing? Hi. I mean neither. The only reason I care is because there's for that reason, for this imaginary thing. People are dying, literally dying. We're fighting over stupid things. I learned about the stupid, what is it, microchips? Chips. Chips are being used. And I realized, oh my God, really? Countries are fighting over inventions? Because they're being used as weapons, and they're being used as weapons because we're being greedy. We're keeping secrets from each other. I'm going insane. I watched the wrong news this morning. I'm so sorry. Exactly, Riku. It doesn't make sense. But we turn around and tell children, share your candy, and then we say to our neighbor, you didn't have money for rent. Well, that's too bad. Now you're homeless. Yeah, you don't have money for Christmas? Well, that's sad. Yeah, well, you have bread, right? Oh, you don't? Oh, sad. No, I don't like it. So, basic universal income. Then everyone can do whatever they want. We can stop fighting about AI. We don't have to agree with it anymore, because then AI isn't taking the jobs of all the creative people, which is happening right now. Basic universal income. Everyone can afford their clothing, their food. And people can keep messing with AI, but at least everyone can pay for their freaking roof over their head. I think it's a combination of knowing that there's people that are literally on the street right now. While it's the bills. It's the bills. Like, what are you doing? That $10 could have got me toys for my cats. But now I have to pay it to the government, even though I don't have to pay it to the government because I don't make a living wage. So they're going to give it back to me. It's mostly a numerical digital value. Exactly. Give some of the numerical value over to obtain goods, or just understand that what you're doing, the value is in what you're doing, right? If you're going on a road trip, do you celebrate getting home, or do you celebrate every mile that you're driving? This is life, okay? Don't celebrate death. Celebrate every freaking day. So that's what we're gonna do, in silence. I'm sorry. My mind is going cray. I know. I'm trying to calm down, but the bills broke me. They broke me. Okay. How workers are quite important at the moment for big companies, and they still fuck them over wherever they can. Now imagine how greedy billionaires will treat them when they think AI can replace them pretty easily in the future. Exactly, Trace. So this is why I thought basic universal income. Then the billionaires can go whatever the frick they want to do, and we can at least pay food and rent, and maybe a couple of shoes every once in a while, Stupid. No, Budani, you're not stupid. Thank you for the raise up. Yay. Yes, if we could only be a burrito. I'm sorry, I do have to work though. And I do try to be a co-working stream. So we're going to shut up for half an hour right now. And I will keep an eye on chat. I am working on my video for what I've read this year, the entire year. And stop thinking about greediness and stupid billionaires. Trillionaires even. See you in half an hour. We'll talk a little bit more. I'm going to mute myself, by the way, so you can turn on your own music. Maybe you want to listen to Christmas music, or maybe you want to yell into the void together with me. It would be great if we start yelling together. Maybe something will happen. Maybe the billionaires will get scared. I don't know. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in half an hour. I'm so sorry. Last minute. I forgot again. I'm sorry. Welcome back. Uh, I'm not allowed to add a Christmas stream tonight. I'm losing my mind. I'm not kidding. I'm losing my mind. So this morning I tried to do the bills, right? I got told that I don't exist by the government. I forgot to mention that. I was told that I don't exist. So I mean, that's fine if I also don't have to pay the bill, but I'm pretty sure that if I don't pay the bill, I'm going to be in trouble. And now Twitch is telling me that I'm not allowed to add a stream. What is this? I am perplexed, dude. I am so perplexed. Winston. It was Winston. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? He is. He's just being a drama queen. He's being a drama queen. Oh no, Moonlight. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That is dedication. I am flabbergasted. Merry Christmas to you too. I hope you're having a good day and that you're having some nice plans. No plans is also a plan, you know? Winston, no, please. That is definitely a plan. To jump into a plant. Please don't. What is happening? What is happening? We already went on a walk today. He has no reason. You have no reason. It was cold. He didn't like the cold. He's not a fan of the cold. Don't worry. He has a Christmas sweater for Christmas. Don't do it. So, hold on. Let me make sure that I have a timetable today. Stop it. Why are you being like this? Listen, dude, I am not kidding. Ow. You made me stub my toe. God dang it. God dang it. Anyway, I wanted to schedule in a stream for 4 p.m. Amsterdam time. What is it? CAT? Central European time, if I am not mistaken. But I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. You're waiting for Santa? Is there an AI Santa? Because I remember there was an AI Jesus, and I thought that was very entertaining. It was interesting. Why am I not allowed to? Okay. I'm being tested. I'm being tested. This is what I'm gonna go with. I'm being tested. End of year madness test. How am I gonna start the next year? I don't know. I don't know. I'm seriously considering not even staying up, to be completely honest. I have recently discovered that if I support my jaw during the night when I go to sleep, I actually sleep. Apparently, I have never known actual deep REM sleep, and since a week or maybe. Now what? Now what? Hold on. God fuck! Are you kidding? you, you. Are you? I mean, end of year madness. I know, but you're not the one paying the bills, are you? Look at that face. He. Yeah, I would say so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that was an actual exit attempt. We don't do that here in this house. We suffer. He hung from a shelf, but he couldn't get down or up. So that was great. I'm so sorry. What is this? I know I am chaos, and I know I warn you with the message, but this is not okay. Oh yeah, zoomies. That explains it. Can you not launch yourself in that particular shelf though? Because there's like plants and stuff. He's under the bed. Okay, that's why Toulouse is sitting here. He already gave a sneak attack on Toulouse. I am fighting demons, and one of them is my cat. Winston, don't Don't do it. Help! Send help! Do you want me to spray catnip? Contrary to usual responses, he actually calms down. I think he may have the cat version of ADHD. Is that a thing? I know that Toulouse is a bit. She's special. She's just special. Winston, though, is a completely different story. We did go out on a walk this morning. So the reason I'm considering not even staying up for New Year's, I have to. I have to wake up at least for like the actual 12 p.m. thing for the cats. But I don't like it when my routine gets disrupted. And because I have recently discovered that I am, in fact, able to achieve REM sleep, I have never slept so much in my life. I am making 10, 11, 12 hour nights. And I really don't want it to stop. In fact, the most pleasant first days of the year were the days where I did absolutely nothing on December 31st, slept, and woke up at 5. Those days were the best. It's so quiet. It's so quiet at first because everyone is hangover, and those who aren't hangover are usually running, putting those New Year's resolutions in practice. Yeah, Loop, I know. So I normally am not able to get like 3 or 4, or used to at least 3 or 4 hours consecutively. Amazing. Um, but in the last few months, I couldn't sleep through the night, even like with just mediocre sleep. I kept waking up at 12, so I go to bed at around 8. I try to, and fall asleep by hopefully by 10. I read until I fall asleep, and lately. I really, by the time I'm in bed, I'm already gone, basically. So, and I've been going bed to at like 7 instead of 8. So it's been an experience. I'm not used to this, but like in the last few months, I would wake up at 12, 1, 2, 3, and then at 4, 5, my alarm would go off. I was dead, and it accumulated to me. My face was tired. Have you ever felt that? Probably not. And my jaw was hurting so much, which is a thing that I've had my entire life. Story behind it, but let's not get into that. I'm already talking about bills today. But my jaw has always hurt. So I started because I was just desperate for the pressure to go to be get off my the joints. What is that? That part hurt so much that I don't. It's in my bed. A headband that I usually used to hold my hair back and I do my makeup, I put under my chin instead of in my neck. And I have never slept so well. It's really stupid. There's something wrong with my jaw. It's probably like it was probably broken when I was a kid. Let's keep it at that, and never fixed. So I think it grew back broken for yourself, and in such a position that my jaw muscles have to keep it together. That is what I think. And there was just a it just compounded. Like my chronic illness, and then this, what I've had my entire life, migraines, and it just accumulated to me not sleeping at all anymore. And I was exhausted, like so tired, and not even able to fall asleep. And that was going on for months. I was looking into that, and I'm not sure what causes that, but I'm pretty sure that it was because of childhood abuse, that my jaw was broken, like actual broken, dislocated and or broken. Either way, it wasn't fixed. I can promise you that it wasn't fixed. Whether it was dislocated, it was probably jammed back by the person who broke it in the first place, who dislocated it in the first place, or it was broken and not even noticed and just left alone. This happened when I was a child, like before I was 10. Because I've always had trouble with my jaws. I have to be careful with food, last time I went to the dentist, I don't go to the dentist. Shh, I don't go to the dentist. Last time I went to the dentist, the guy told me to not open my mouth further than like this, because the time before that, I had, my jaw was locked. Yeah. She told me to close my mouth, and I couldn't. She turned around, and I just sat there crying, and I couldn't close it. It was open, and it wouldn't close. She had to force it closed. But I have CPTSD, so I never went to a doctor back then. And then the next dentist, I explained what happened to the previous appointment, and he was like, "Let me just look at it." And he fell around, and he opened and closed, and he did his thing, and he wanted me to take pictures. But again, at that point, which was still a few years later, I just wasn't ready to confront the trauma, because I am sure that it was it was broken or dislocated because of certain behavior of a caregiver. So, now I've figured out that maybe I should confront this trauma, because apparently I haven't been sleeping my entire life. And now I am. So why would I stay up for New Year's when I finally know how to sleep? Isn't that insane? I'm in my 30s and I'm now learning how to sleep. But I don't know yet. We'll see. Next year though, Loop. This year I'm gonna eat mental health pizza and a lot of ice cream. All right, we're going into a power hour. The goal of the power hour is to try and practice flow, getting into the zone, hyper focused. The thing is, a full hour is a lot, but the beauty of it is it offers you a lot of opportunity to practice starting something, because the hardest part about focus is actually just starting. Once you start it, it's usually not that bad. So let's do that, all right? Whatever you're doing, everything is valid. If you're just breathing, staying in chat, that's great. Actually very important and a full-time job to keep yourself alive. Speaking from someone who is chronically ill and stuff. You could read a book. I do that on Tuesday. But today I am just really, what did you say, Loop? What was the word that you said? You look what? Perplexed. Yes, I am AI, Loop. I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. All right. That's what I am. So I'm gonna just try to make some progress. I hope you know that just because I am trying to be productive, I'm not usually that successful. The point is that you try, okay? Especially during Christmas. It's all gonna be okay. Make sure that you drink water. I'm gonna shut up now and see what I can accomplish. Let's get to it. Good luck. Last minute. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Gnarly, you silly goose. Geese, no goose. Thank you so much for the hype train. I'm sweating. I'm losing my mind. Thank you so much. And KP, thank you as well. I didn't know you were in here. I hope you're okay. I was a little bit worried, but I trust that you're okay. Well then, how much did I do? I processed 3 books, one of which I don't even remember listening to. I think that was the moment that I lost my focus. Oh, and I'm sorry for the little break there. I pushed the button. Suddenly, everything was gone. I was just staring into the void. So yeah, sorry about that. Now I know though. Now I know. If I ever have to quit stream really quickly, that is the button I should press because it was gone, just gone. Um, Winston is going berserk. I think I'm just hysterical. It's a combination of the Christmas music in the background. Luckily, you don't hear it because I think we would all go insane. There was like this dancing plague. When was this again? Has anyone heard that? People dancing themselves to death? It happened a few times, I think. I kind of feel like that. It's just stupid. Yeah, dancing plague of 1518. Anyone know about that? Yeah, it's quite interesting actually. The dancing plague of 1518 or dance epidemic of 1518. There is a French and a German word for it as well. Was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg, Alsace, modern day France, in the Holy Roman Empire from July 1518 to September 1518. Somewhere between 50 and 400 people took to dancing for weeks. Weeks! There are many theories behind the phenomenon, the most popular being stress-induced mass hysteria, suggested by John Walter. People, wouldn't stop. They just literally wouldn't stop. They would be crying and still dancing. I listened to a few podcasts that treated this case. It began in July of 1518 when a young woman known as Frau Trophée and her daughter Fraulein Emma Gutz began to dance fervently and uncontrollably in a street of Strasbourg, I guess. According to Ned Pennant Ray, Frau Trophée had started dancing on July 14th on the narrow cobbled street outside her half-timbered home, and as far as we can tell, she had no musical accompaniment, but simply began to dance. Some of those who had witnessed her strange performance had begun to mimic her, and within days, more than 30 choreomaniacs were in motion, some so maniacally that only death would have the power to intervene. So yeah. Hi, KP. Hi, Garfield. Merry Christmas. Yes, I tried again. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. But maybe for next year, I'm learning a lot this year. And I know how I'm going to adjust a few things. But this Christmas is just taking me so off guard. I'll be back at 4 p.m. my time, which is an hour earlier in the UK. I don't know what it means for the US because that could mean anything. It could mean anything. I don't know. It depends. CET is. I lost chat again. Where are you? Oh, here. Yeah. People don't really know what happened, but I kind of feel like that. I think it's the music though. Do you want to know more? I can read more. Yeah, heart attack or stroke. They just wouldn't stop dancing. The first recorded rave was in 1518. Wait, is July 14th not also a holiday in France now? Yeah, that's a holiday, right? That's interesting. I never realized this. Uh, so I mean it's actually this is so not Christmas. If but maybe I don't know. Nocebo effect? Oh, I didn't know that word. I know placebo, but I didn't know nocebo. But yeah, basically, people just started to dance. They wouldn't stop, even when their feet started to swell, because your blood starts to pool. They would even bleed into their shoes. Oh, this is so horrible. This is so morbid. Which is also the podcast that has a very interesting episode on this. Um, if they didn't succumb from a heart attack, they would collapse from extreme exhaustion, hunger, and thirst because they just, I'm not kidding, they would just dance. So theories are like food poisoning. Maybe they found some dangerous magic mushrooms. Uh, I think it's the mass hysteria. Uh, what was happening in that time? Yeah, but they were poisoned. Something happened in their brain. Now, mass hysteria is a very real thing as well. So it could be that. But I feel like I think they said in Morbid there was something with the wine. Something happened with the wine, and or something with the bread. Either way, it was the first rave. There was just not music to accompany it. I can't focus. You know what it is? These bills, especially the water bill, it freaks me out. It freaks me out. It makes no sense. What are you doing? And I guess this year is worse because the world is just in such a state, and it's just madness. It's just madness. I don't get it. Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. Um, oh gosh, yeah. Well, let's just keep it there. I pinned it the wrong way. Everything is going wrong. I have too much to do, and I'm panicking. I guess my brain is waiting for the exactly the last minute to get it all done. I think I figured out where I lost really having a grip on life though, which sounds very sad. Which is it's sad. It's sad, but also interesting to find out when it was, because the first time I listened to an audiobook, and I have no recollection of it at all, was in March. So in March I was already not okay last year. Looking at all the books I read last year is super interesting because I can see where I was in my mind, especially in the beginning of the year. I was very desperately trying to get away from myself, and I read a lot of fantasy. Super interesting. I just wish what that book was about, because it does sound interesting. I have no recollection. This is pure chaos. Yeah, it's a good thing that it's Wednesday, right? I'm gonna have to lie down after stream. We're gonna lie down after stream. We're doing one more sprint. All right, one more 30-minute sprint. I'm gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. Yes, I'm gonna read because it's not working anyway. I feel super jittery. Honestly, I genuinely wish I didn't forget my Baileys yesterday. If I had Baileys, then at least I would have some excuse. Like, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I had Baileys. I didn't. So it's not fun. Uh, I'm not going to get any adult juice either, because if you could see the state of the world outside my window, it's bizarre. It looks very sunny, but it's storming. I'm not going outside. I don't care. I'm ordering pizza tonight. I've already decided. It's open? Yes. In fact, I have already put in an order before I started stream. So I know that there's pizza at the end of the day. One more forever dancing sprint. Go, go. I wish I could see it. I'm quite curious. It's a morbid curiosity, I tell you. Hi, Chungus. How are you doing? Merry Christmas, Katsu. I wish I could. Why am I not allowed to put in an extra stream? I tried in a different browser as well, but it just won't allow me to put in it's just an extra stream. Now you can't see when I'll be back. I'll put a timer on Instagram if that's okay. And happy holidays all. Yes, Jungus. Yes. I'm starting Christmas with mental health pizza. I was gonna make something, but I really don't. I don't want to. I don't want to. I saw my end of year bills and I am completely glitching. My entire brain is 404. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. Oh, hopefully I won't cry in this last bit. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. That's gonna call me. I'm reading Alchemized. Definitely a relaxing read. Let me know what you're up to. If you're just chilling in chat and trying to ignore my spasming, valid, so valid. If you're reading, let me know what you're reading. Let me just know what you're up to. Hopefully you're having a good day. If not, get something cozy to drink, a blankie, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Just make sure that you're not hurting yourself or anyone else. All right? Very important. You are important. Right, I'm going to stop yapping. I'll see you in half an hour. Last minute. Welcome back. All right, that was it for all the focus that I could muster today. It wasn't a lot, and I remember the moment I opened the e-reader, I realized right yesterday I stopped reading this book because I lost interest. And it's funny because this is the second time that I consciously realize that I lose it. I'm not kidding. I lose interest when it starts to become spicy and like the storyline is just kind of out of sight for a while. I'm just like, nah. The problem with that is I need to read that the next time I pick it back up, and I'm just not interested. Luckily, it didn't go very far, but I was just like, oh God, no, why? I'm already having a hard time containing myself. It's the music, by the way. I listened a little bit, and it's supposed to be royalty free Christmas lo-fi music. I hope it is. Otherwise, if you do hear it, I'm so sorry. You're not supposed to. But it's hysterical. It's hysterical. I don't know even how to explain. It's the music. So I turned on another list. Hopefully, it's less hysterical. I know it's the music in combination with the I shouldn't have tried to do the bills this morning. That's on me. I remember when I was still in school, I I mean, I put a lot of pressure on my work, right? I want it to be good. I want to, if I would do something, I want to do it well. Uh, so there was a lot of stress involved for lots of reasons. And I thought it would be a great idea to listen to classical music. However, I wasn't very particular, and it took me way too long to realize that fast-paced classical music makes me upset in a very weird way, and it makes me nervous. Especially when there's singing involved. Can you imagine the raves they had with classical music? Maybe that's why they couldn't stop dancing. That's why they couldn't stop dancing in 15, what was it, 1518? Yeah, yeah, hi Millie. Wait, I wanted to say hello to someone else. Oh, Hamik, am I gonna say Jay Hamik? What do you want me to do with your name? Welcome in, and thank you so much for the follow. We are done with the focus for today. I did my best. I did my best. It's like the classical music. I don't know who put that, because it was a study list. I remember it very clearly. It was a study list, but it was very intense classical music, like I don't know, war classical music or something. And I didn't realize what was happening. I just realized I was typing faster and faster, and then I turned on different music, and it was the music. It was the music. Now it's also me, because I decided to start doing my bills this morning. Shouldn't have done that. That was on me. In combination with music, I normally don't listen to music during stream, or it's too soft, so you don't hear it, and I don't hear it either. And the Christmas music, it's too much. It's just too much for one day. And my faces during the last sprint, it wasn't because of the spicy. No, that was just disappointing. And I'm just like, ugh. What I was actually upset about also wasn't flensing. Don't Google that. It's nasty. I'm so sorry I didn't say it. I wish I didn't know what that meant, but it's a word. It's in my brain now. I'm reading Alchemized, right? By Sen Lin Yu. And I'm so confused. I'm so confused. to be considered romantasy is all you need in a book. Romance in a fantasy story? Because this doesn't read as romantasy at all. Not what I expect from it, at least. When it's when there's a when it's not fantasy but romantasy, I expect the romance to be a lot more spicy, for one. Um, but Bills, what do you say, Emily? Um, this is just this is about trauma and war. So uh, and that's so interesting because I'm trying to consciously not read too much about certain subjects because I have some things going on in my brain that I can't unravel because it's not something that I have control over. It's completely external, really. But it has to do with war and corruption and uh, I thought this was going to be a bit of an escape read. That's usually why I read a fantasy because it's not something uh, I mean I do enjoy it, but not for the same reason. It's because it's against my preferences. And there's sentences in books like Gabriel's Rapture. I just finished the second book of the Gabriel series by Sylvain Reynard, I guess. And the way he writes, it makes me laugh, right? It makes me laugh because how did you come up with this? There's a sentence in there, and all I remember of it is female pelvic affiliate. Someone is called female pelvic affiliate. Let that sink in. That's a romance book. So, and with this as well, there's moments where I'm like, this is so funny. What do you mean? What do you mean? Can I say this? I'm gonna spoiler. I'm reading Alchemist. I'm going to say something. I don't know if it's true actually. I think that I'm gonna spoiler. All right. I think that he somehow married her. But not actually. I think it looked like they were married, but it wasn't a marriage. He just gave her a ring and he made her say words. And afterwards, I was like, wait, was that a marriage? Did he just. What happened? What do you mean? Because there was an exchange of rings. There were words said, and they have promised that they're gonna be together till the end of time. That's a marriage, right? Right? The Voldemort. I don't know. I don't know who was on the right side, but that's why this is. I hope it. I don't know how to explain. I'm not kidding, really. He gave her a ring. Well, he asked for her. First off, he asked for her to be a liaison because he is supposed to be the bad guy, and she's supposed to be the good girl. uh, and he wants to be a spy for the bad side, but one of the conditions was that she was going to be the liaison, right? He wanted to talk to her only. I don't know why yet. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't know who's the right side because they're all crap. Everyone is crap. Everyone is bad. Everyone is torturing each other. Don't, Millie. I couldn't take it back. I couldn't take it back. Uh, so I'm so confused. I think the controversy isn't necessarily that this might or might not be Dramini fan fiction originally. I think the more that most people are complaining about the fact that this is really heavy. That's why I'm so confused. Why would you put this as a romantasy? Yes, there is some kind of messed up romance going on, but most of it is like people being prisoner of war and the difficulties of loyalty and how it's so real. It's so real. Especially because there's just certain subjects that I've been kind of invested in the last few months and doing some research to be better educated about parts of the world that I feel like should be more in the news, but I don't know. Never mind. And now I'm stumbling upon it in this book, which is really ironic because I'm trying to escape. I'm trying to escape the real world. Guess what? I don't feel like this should be a romantasy. Let me see. I mean, it could get worse. I'm only at 44%, and I just had my first taste of spice. This book is wild. This book is wild. What is it? Alchemized. Alchemized. I'm gonna need to sleep in a little bit. I'm gonna lie down for a few hours. Let's go. I'm gonna see what the 2% of the people who have given this a 1 star are saying. Oh God! Oh no! I can't even talk about this. People are very hateful. No, I don't want big ones. Yeah, no, people are not unless no, they're DNFing. People are DNFing, and okay. So my theory about this book is that people are expecting. Yes, there's tropes, right, and also problematic tropes. One of which that is consent and grape are very important in the relationship of these two. But it's so complicated, and so if you DNF before book 2, that then I get your point, because then it's a problem, and also why are you giving it 1 star? Because you don't get you're not understanding the story. Basically, you start in the future and you go back 4 years and or in the present day, and then in book 2 you go back 4 years, and unpin. What is great in book 1 is a lot more complicated in book 2. Because in book 1 she has amnesia, and in book 2 you learn that there's an accidental, secret, sneaky marriage happening. What do you mean? What do you mean? So delete this message. Hold on, I have to delete this. Is it? Was it grape? If it was, it was for both of them. If it wasn't, it wasn't for both of them. Oh, did I accidentally? No, right? That's not possible. I feel like I banned myself just now by deleting the message instead of just unpinning. Oh, I might have blocked stream elements. That would be great. I'll fix it. Amnesia? What is amnesia? Amnesia? Do you mean amnesia? Hi, Jerry. How are you doing? So the reason I can't actually give you a conclusion naturally is because I didn't finish it. I hate it when people give. I think I banned stream elements. No, I didn't. There it is. Thank you, Millie. So I don't know who because both sides are torturing each other. They're both using the same magic that is bad, and the thing that I just read was how this girl is torturing this prisoner of war, but there's magic. There's alchemy in this world. Vivimancy or something is what is going on right now. with the torture. And apparently, those people who are supposed to be healers are also able to flay people without actually detaching skin or removing the skin. It's just detachment between the layers. What do you mean? What do you mean? And then someone else is brought in to heal them, so they can infinitely flay people without actually flaying them, and then heal them again. And how is this considered a romantasy? This is not a It's fantasy. There is some messed up romance, but unless it's gonna get dramatically worse when it comes to the spicy stuff, this is just fantasy. What I'm feeling is like this is a little life, but in fantasy world and war. Oh no, this list is hysterical as well. If you know about a little life, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, because that was that's the book that makes me want to have trigger warnings on the cover. And I don't necessarily feel like that's a thing that we should do in like life, but you can do your own research, you can find the information online. But A Little Life is a book that I feel like should only be sold with a warning, because that one messed me up. This is messing me up as well, not because it's spicy, but because it's just, what are you doing? No, no. Jeremy, someone else is doing the torturing, and then the female protagonist is being called in to fix it. Um, the flirting is just basically. It's not. They're not. I don't know. I don't know. What is my opinion on the dream in your head plot twist device? Depends on how it's done. Uh, Depends on how it's done. If you do it right, it can be great. But some authors use it in a very lazy way. I don't like that. I don't like lazy writing. The couple that tortured together stays together. Yeah, I hope so, because they're messed up, man. They should really protect the world from. No, really, that's the thing. Everything is messed up. I need to finish this. How many pages do I have left? I'm reading the ebook. I'm at 45%, and in this version of the ebook, there's 1,488 pages, and I am on page 676. I am determined to finish this ASAP. I also need to finish the Magic Mountain yet, still, but I need to take out my contacts. Um, yeah, no, I need to really think about this, because I went in this expecting uh, spice, which would have been a distraction from real life, because what the hell, female pelvic, what did I say? Female pelvic affiliate, female pelvic affiliate. There's a man out in the world who writes romance books and comes up with sentences like that. That is why I venture into romance and sometimes spicy books, because I just laugh. It makes me laugh. This is too real. This is about war. This is about torture, prisoners of war. And the thing is, what is described in here isn't even as bad as what is happening in the real world. Um, and I think that's why people are hating on it. Not because of Harry Potter. I'm not convinced. People DNF before the start of the second book, and in the second book you realize, whoa, there's so much gray, so much gray. They're comparing it to the Handmaid's Maiden's Tale, which I don't think is fair either at this point. It has to get really, really bad if this is all. I don't think it is. See, DNF, DNF. At 7%, they DNF'd it, and they're saying this just things that aren't true. All right, listen. This is why don't Don't rate things you haven't finished. You don't know the conclusion. If you haven't finished a book, you don't know if your opinion is actually valid, because maybe in the end, your opinion is being, KO'd because, oh, right, you missed a piece of the puzzle. Thank you, Millie. Merry Christmas. I'll be back at 4 p.m. tonight. Yes, it's tonight for me. I'm gonna try. Oh no. Yeah, it's complicated, but people just don't get it. Oh no. Yeah, this is Justin all over again. Well then. Well then. I hope she sticks the landing, because that is important. Especially, oh no. I want to dig into this author. I want to dig into the controversy a little bit more. I'm gonna listen to some podcasts maybe, because I'm sure there's more than enough out there. Yeah. End of year. Is this gonna be this book that I read? The last book that I read this year? Hopefully not. I'm gonna try to start in these as well. I want to do too much. I want to do too much. Erin, hi. Starting with a little stream tonight. 4 p.m. CET, not CET, Central European Time. I can't add the stream. It won't let me. I'm not allowed. Not allowed. Maybe it's the time. Let's hope it's not. Um. Yeah. Okay. 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 I'm gonna lie down. I'm gonna lie down, take a little nap, and then at 4 p.m. I will be back for a little chat stream. How about that? Hmm? The rest of the week, I hope you have a good holiday. I will be going to family, and I am done. And oh my god, why are you awake? Kippy, why are you awake? Go sleep. Don't you? Or wait, is it already tomorrow over there? I don't know, man. Time zones mess me up. Yeah, but still. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Well, be careful, because I don't believe in that's a stupid way to say it, but it's not good for your brain. It's not good for you need sleep. Sleep is so important. Coming from someone who has recently learned that I never slept, which is why I need a. Am I the one in the future? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. At 4 p.m. CAT, I'm gonna have a little Christmas Eve stream. Um, it's nothing special. I will probably have a different outfit on. Hopefully, I won't forget to not be in my pajamas, which would be interesting as well. Uh, I hope you have a good holiday. Please take care of yourself. Be nice. Remember that just because a lot of people are celebrating the holidays doesn't mean that you have to as well, or that you have to feel bad if you're not. It's all good. We made it through the year, and that is a miracle on its own. An elf outfit? We're here for the Tinkerbell outfit. That was uncomfortable. I still have the wig. No, no. I'm going to wear a flower crown for one, because I think that will be nice. An elf outfit? Yes, we made it, and uh, it was a good one. I don't know. I don't know. I shouldn't have watched the news this morning. I have no hopes, which is good. If we don't have any hope or the expectations for next year, we can't be disappointed, right? Okay, thank you for being here. I love you. Let's take a sip of water. Maybe I'll see you later. If not, it's all good. All right? again, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, for humoring me. Sorry for the chaos. I will never open bills before stream again. I've learned my lesson. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.